Barbara Streisand.
I think it's weird to hang out with Gary and his friends all the time. I think it's weird that I hang out with Gary and his 15-year-old friends all the time.
You're not going to just be representing you. You're going to be representing every little black girl on earth.
They're not going to let you down.
Hey y'all, it is your favorite nerdy girl here, Nerdy Girl Reviews, and we're back with another not so usual recap. I am going to be reviewing the 94th Academy Awards that just premiered last night and has been sending the internet in a tizzy. I know I'm a little late, but I needed to gather X amount of notes and process what happened. We will review the highlights, a few misses and blunders, a lot of wins, and the unfortunate, inevitable, and regrettable outcome of last night's Best Actor category. But we'll get through that. We'll get to it. If you'd like to see and hear the full commentary, keep me locked here on YouTube. If you're watching this on Instagram, click on the link. It'll link you back to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on IG Stories, click on the link. It'll also link you back to my YouTube. And you can also catch me on TikTok under the screen name Nerdy Girl Reviews. And if you'd like to see and hear more of my commentary or reviews, you can catch me on sofritoforyoursoul.com. So stay tuned, y'all.
Like, I want to be with you forever.
I would give you an Oscar for the movie you made with me. No one knows what is going to see. Da, 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 da.
Those are beautiful lyrics.
Oh, what a year.
Beautiful. This was the opener to the Academy Awards show last night. I will admit that I came to it a little late because I was filming my reviews. And I need to catch up on it. But let's get a few things out of the way before we get into the drama. The drama.
You know what? What is this?
She is adorable as a button. That is Ariana DeBose. That's a little small clip of her acceptance speech. And what an amazing time for her to have won. It's the perfect timing, especially when we need Afro-Latinas in the forefront. We need more representation of melanin on screen. And for her to have played the classic Anita role, it's something, because that's what the role initially intended. Regardless of the controversy, and again, I will link my review in the description box below. You know, the reasons why it's still very controversial, that particular movie and story. But just the fact that she did give Anita dignity, and she was incredibly talented. Like I said, I mentioned in my other review, her performance in The Prom for me did it. I wasn't familiar. I can't say I had seen her on Broadway. But I had heard that, yes, she was in productions, in early productions, I believe, for what was that high school movie? Excuse my French. It is Bring It On, that film. I think they had done, I think, some kind of musical production of it, or adaptation for it for Broadway. That, again, Lin-Manuel was behind, and then I think there was a little before Hamilton took off. Like, it was like, I want to say a breathing room between In the Heights and Hamilton. She was a part of that cast, and I think because of that is how she was able to not transport, that's not the word, transition from Bring It On to Hamilton. I think in Hamilton she played a character named Bullet, I believe, something to that degree. And then eventually it would snowball into the success that she is now, that she is able to flourish in now. And her acceptance speech really was a full circle moment of seeing Rita Moreno in the audience as she accepts the same trophy in the same category as she did over 60 years ago, making her the second Latina to win such a prestigious honor as Best Supporting Actress, the Oscars, for heaven's sake. But not to bring it down a notch or knock it down a peg, but that is kind of a sad thing to swallow, and being a Latina yourself, and coming to that realization that we've only had 2 actresses now that have won an Academy Award, and we have had so many talented Latinas, ranging the scope of talent and melanin and age, and to it just be 2 women and for the same role. It kind of put things in perspective, but again, I do not want to bring down the huge accomplishment that was for Ariana, and especially how many complexes that she was already bringing to the table before she even signed on as being Anita, and feeling there was just like this perplexity that she was feeling, or ambiguity that she felt approaching the role, just for the simple fact about fluency. And that happens a lot in our community as Latinos, that we can be a little super judgy based on the ability or agility that we have when it comes to fluency in Spanish. And that's no shade to parents. It's just, perhaps it's just they see what's better fit. You are taught in public schooling, because not everybody can afford private school, that it is best to assimilate. You are in the United States, you should speak perfect English. So when there's still an attachment to your culture, or the origin of where your parents may have been born, it's frowned upon, or they just assume, or they're led to believe that being bilingual is not to the benefit of the child, that they will struggle throughout life, and so it's just better to know English. And so I think perhaps that she may have been dealing with that complex, and not knowing sufficient, or not being as fluent in Spanish. But again, it didn't deter her. If anything, she found a team of people who encouraged her, and that she had what I believe is Rita Moreno as a mentor, and that she was able to do the role beautifully, and no one even detected that, or that she wasn't as fluent. And I think she did a phenomenal job, and her receiving this award, we just applaud. It is really a great moment in history, and we pray that it has the opportunity to open more doors for women who look like Ariana, for just Latinas in general. They could be fair, they could be tan, they can be cocoa, they can be darker tone, they can look like Lupita. We come in a variety of colors, and we should be honored for that, not only for the skin tone, but also for just the talent that is being projected on screen. So this was an incredible moment last night, and for it felt all inclusive, because again, she without really trying, she does fulfill and check all those boxes. She's Afro-Latina, she's a person of color, she identifies as a black woman, and Latina, and she's openly queer. So it was just an incredible night for her. She had this incredibly beautiful plush red outfit on that complemented her skin tone, and she was just darling. and seeing Rita crying, and it felt like very meta. Like, I can't believe this was me. This was me over 60 years ago. But again, what a phenomenal night for Miss Ariana DeBose. Another big win that unfortunately didn't get the flowers and attention that it so deserved. So I'm going to read this off of, I think it's a posting online, and it states, the 94th Annual Academy Awards was a very special milestone in St. Petersburg, as local Will Packer